See, I get that.
Hi, boys and girls. It's Donald Duck.
Okay, where do you get the kefir thingies?
Okay. You can order kefir grains online from websites like culturesforhealth.com.
And they come looking like that?
And they come dehydrated, actually. So they come in like little pellets, little brown turds.
So they're not soft.
So they're not soft when you get them. You have to rehydrate them. And you rehydrate them by basically putting the dehydrated ones in a mason jar with a little bit of regular white pure cane sugar.
What's a little bit?
Oh, I forget. It's on the instructions when you order them.
Okay.
And you cover it with a coffee filter and rubber band, and you just kind of you let them rehydrate. You do that so nothing gets in, but some of the gases can get out, so you're not actually.
So a coffee filter and a rubber band.
Exactly. Very natural over here.
And where do you get the kefir again?
Cultures for Health, you could, or any I don't know, any other provider online. If you know someone who makes kefir, you can also get grains from them because the grains will multiply. And they're not actually a grain. They also call them Japanese water crystals. You can see they look like little quartz crystals almost. So what we do, since we have our grains hydrated already, we're going to make some kefir water.
How long do they have to hydrate again?
It takes like 4 days to rehydrate them.
So when you get the grains, you have to put them in the coffee filter for 4 days.
Yes.
For 4 days.
Yes, for 4 days. And then you'll end up with something like this, a little bit less grains, but they will look like this at that point. So what we're going to do is...
And you have to use plastic.
You have to use, not metal. The grains will react with metal in a negative way, and will lose their ability to make stuff. To make effective probiotic juices, as I call them. I don't know. You make me sound like I know what I'm doing. Anyway, so this is how you make it. You take some kefir. If you have, I think this is a 2-quart mason jar. I don't know how much it is. Take one of the big mason jars. It's like, I feel like it's like Drunk Kitchen. You ever see Drunk Kitchen? She was like, I don't know. Yeah, but you take the jar and you put the kefir in it, okay?
What is that?
You never saw it. Or we'll talk about that later. Don't worry about that. So what we're gonna do is take one of the big ones.
Sounds really funny.
We're gonna put we'll watch it. We're gonna put 2 cups of the kefir grains in the jar. So I'm gonna be careful doing that so we don't lose any. Now you could put the sugar and stuff in there first and dissolve in the water. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do it this way. It doesn't really matter. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the rest of the grains, or just scoop them all. But I now have about 2 cups, so we're putting it all in there. And we lost them. They're alive.
Man overboard.
They're alive. So we have our grains in there now. Now what we want to do is put our various sugars in there. So one thing you're going to put is 2 tablespoons of organic sucanat, which is dried sugar cane juice. So it's like raw cane sugar. Tablespoons. Regular domino sugar. We'll put 2/3 of a cup. And then, Rumford baking powder must be the aluminum free because, again, supposedly they react with metal, so you don't want aluminum in them. This is just one recipe. There's other recipes you can use. I've seen people use eggshells to, which apparently the grains feed off of as well. But that was...
Instead of sugar?
Well, along with it.
Oh.
Don't know why. Didn't do my research. Thanks for calling me out. So we have all the sugars in there. It's just sitting on the grains now. What we want to do is we want to put some water in there because that's what we're making, kefir water. So we put it in there.
Just fill it all up?
Lightly mix it up. Yep, fill it to the top line on the jar. Good. You can kind of mix them about if you want. you'll see you'll get some settling, and they'll eventually eat all the sugar. What you're going to do is you're going to take your lid, put it on, but don't put it tight. So you kind of want to twist it and untwist it until you get that nice little hand-tight feel, right where it's about to get tight. So that way, as they start eating the sugar, you're not going to get a lot of carbonation. It's going to come out, but again, nothing can get in and contaminate it, because you really want to save the carbonating factor for later when you put your fruits in it. So this is your kefir. This is going to sit out at room temperature for 4 to 5 days. I wouldn't suggest any longer than 5 days. And then you're going to transfer it, and you can flavor it. And that's how you make water kefir.